Welcome back to the Red Dice Diaries. It's day 11 of RPGaDay 2017. Okay, so for day 11, the question is, which dead game would you like to see reborn? Now, I'm going to just take dead game as me being an old game, because to be honest, a lot of the games which have gone out of print that I liked have since seen new life. For instance, I can't really say anything like old D&D, because as we all know, there is a massive OSR movement out there producing games such as Swords and Wizardry, White Star, Basic Fantasy Role-Playing, Lamentations of the Flame Princess, loads of others, which all do a great job of sort of updating a little bit that old original D&D feel. So I can't really say that as a sort of game that needs a rebirth, because effectively it's already getting one and has been getting one for quite some time. I can't even say Star Wars, because let's face it, Star Wars has had like a ridiculous of amounts of games, from the original D6 West End Games version to the D20 version to the sort of D20-ish Saga edition to the current Fantasy Flight Games version. I think that's all of them. Apologies if I've missed any. So I can't really use that. Let's see, if I was going to say something, I mean, maybe World of Darkness. Okay, yeah, there is New World of Darkness, but I mean, if we're talking like Old World of Darkness. Okay, so you've got the 20th anniversary versions and whatever, so I can't really say World of Darkness, because the Old World of Darkness is being re-released soon. There's been the anniversary editions, the New World of Darkness, more World of Darkness than your body has room for, basically. So I can't say that. So what else is there? I suppose Warhammer Fantasy Role. Okay, yeah, but you can't really count the Fantasy Flight Games one, because it's like an entirely different. Okay, yeah, there's a new version coming out soon. So again, I can't really count that. So to be honest, it's getting quite difficult for me to think of any. In nomine. Alright, looks like I'm safe with that one. So if you don't know, in nomine, I believe it was originally a French game. I forget, which was actually two games, one that dealt with basically people playing angels, one that dealt with them playing demons or devils. And the Steve Jackson games, they combined the two of them into the game in nomine, which basically allowed you to play either type. Now, I've got the main sort of core book, but I jumped on the bandwagon a bit late, so I didn't really have much time to pick up books before it all went out of print. But I've played it a couple of times, and it involves you playing sort of foot soldier, angels and devils, trying to protect something called the Symphony. And the Symphony effectively encompasses all of reality. And the way it's described in the actual game itself is the Symphony is like a song. So angels attempt to use their powers in harmony with the Symphony, so they create minimal disturbance, whereas demons tend to create these discordant notes, and interferences in the Symphony can be tracked by different types of supernaturals. There's also ethereals, which are your pagan gods, etc., but that's going beyond the scope of this little video. But essentially, the game, as far as my experience goes, involves you carrying out missions for your word-bound superiors. And the aim of the game, as far as I'm aware, is to become a word-bound angel or demon, which effectively means you embody that concept. And the game had some cool ideas. There was the Cryorotites and their devilish equivalents, a certain sort of choir of angel or band of demons who could possess multiple people instead of just like constructing a body or using a single vessel to walk on the earth, concealing their celestial form. Like I said, I don't really remember a lot of the individual details of it, but I remember thinking it was a really cool system. It was something I've not seen before. I've since seen games that have done similar things, like there's Demon the Descent, Demon the Fall, and various things like that. But I remember thinking how cool it was that in nomine supported the angelic and the demonic side, as well as the various other interesting beasties and undead for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. I would love to see that given a fresh lick of paint and brought up to date in the modern day. So that's my answer for question 11. Which game would I like to see reborn? I would like to see Inomine rise from the ashes and take its rightful place on my RPG shelves in a shiny new edition. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. You'll consider clicking on like and subscribing to the channel. Until we see you next time, take care and happy gaming. And we hope if you've enjoyed these videos, you'll check out some of the others on Red Dice Diaries. Take care.